Imagine a fruit so ancient that it's been revered in sacred texts, depicted in the hands of deities, and treasured as a symbol of prosperity for over 4,000 years. Now picture this. A single pomegranate contains more than 600 ruby red seeds, each bursting with potent antioxidants, almost 3 times the antioxidant activity of red wine or green tea. Yet, despite its incredible health benefits and rich history, over 50% of the world's pomegranate crop is wasted before reaching the consumer, lost to improper cultivation and post-harvest handling. Why does this happen, and how can modern agriculture turn the tide? Let's unlock the secrets behind growing, caring for, harvesting, and processing pomegranates to capture every drop of their value. The journey of a pomegranate, from a tiny seed or sapling to a luscious, jewel-filled fruit, is a meticulous process that requires scientific precision, patience, and a deep understanding of the plant's unique needs. The process begins with selecting the right variety, an essential first step. Globally, there are more than 500 known pomegranate varieties, but only a handful are commercially viable. In India, the world's largest producer, the Bhagwa variety dominates, while the Wonderful variety leads in California's vast orchards. Each variety offers a distinct flavor, color, and yield, with commercial cultivars chosen for their disease resistance, fruit size, and aril quality. Site selection is equally critical. Pomegranates thrive in warm, arid climates, requiring at least 120 to 200 frost-free days per year. Optimal growth occurs where annual rainfall is between 500 to 800 millimeters, and temperatures range from 20 degrees Celsius to 35 degrees Celsius. The soil should be well drained, loamy, and slightly alkaline, with a pH between 6.5 and 7.5. Waterlogging can be disastrous, leading to root rot and stunted growth, while soils too acidic or saline drastically reduce yield. Before planting, deep plowing and incorporation of organic matter prepare the land, ensuring roots have access to essential nutrients and air. Propagation is usually performed through hardwood cuttings, which guarantees genetic consistency and robust growth. Cuttings, around 20 to 30 centimeters long, are treated with rooting hormones, then planted directly into nursery beds or pots. Within 60 to 90 days, roots emerge, and the young saplings are ready for field transplantation at the onset of the monsoon or during spring in temperate regions. Spacing is another vital factor. Commercial orchards typically maintain a 4 by 4 meter grid, accommodating 625 trees per hectare. This arrangement balances sunlight exposure and air circulation, helping to prevent disease and optimize photosynthesis. Planting holes, about 60 centimeters in all dimensions, are enriched with compost or well-rotted manure to support the initial growth surge. Once established, the focus shifts to nurturing the plants through each growth stage. In the first 2 years, irrigation is crucial. Young pomegranate trees require water every 7 to 10 days, with 10 to 12 liters per tree at each interval. As trees mature, their deep root systems make them more drought-tolerant, but strategic irrigation, especially during flowering and fruit development, can double yields. Studies in the Mediterranean show that drip irrigation increases water use efficiency by up to 90% compared to traditional flood irrigation methods. Fertilization schedules are tailored to the plant's developmental needs. Nitrogen is applied at the rate of about 250 grams per plant annually, split into 2 or 3 doses throughout the season. Phosphorus and potassium are equally important, with recommended rates of 125 grams and 250 grams per plant per year, respectively. Micronutrients like zinc and boron, often overlooked, play a crucial role in fruit set and quality. Foliar sprays can correct common deficiencies and enhance yield by as much as 20%. Pruning is both an art and a science in pomegranate cultivation. Annual pruning after harvest removes dead, diseased, or overcrowded branches, allowing sunlight to penetrate the canopy and air to circulate freely. This reduces the risk of fungal diseases like alternaria fruit rot and helps the plant channel energy into producing larger, juicier fruits. In well-managed orchards, pruned branches are shredded and composted, returning organic matter to the soil and closing the nutrient loop. Pest and disease management is a constant battle. Aphids, whiteflies, and pomegranate butterflies are among the most destructive pests, capable of decimating entire crops if left unchecked. Integrated pest management, IPM, is the gold standard. Regular monitoring, biological controls such as ladybugs and trichogramma wasps, and judicious use of safe pesticides. Fungal diseases, particularly Cercospora leaf spot and fruit rot, thrive in humid conditions. Copper-based fungicides and proper orchard sanitation are effective deterrents. According to the Indian Institute of Horticultural Research, Adopting IPM strategies can reduce pesticide use by up to 40% and lower crop losses by 30%. Flowering and fruit set mark the transition to the most critical phase. Pomegranates are self-pollinating, but bee activity can enhance fruit set by up to 15%. Each flower's fate is determined by environmental conditions, nutrition, and the tree's overall health. Fruit thinning, removing excess young fruits, ensures that remaining fruits grow larger and more uniform, a practice supported by research from Israel's Volcani Center, which found that thinning increased average fruit weight by 25%. Harvest timing is both a science and a skill. Pomegranates do not continue to ripen once picked, so timing is crucial for flavor, color, and shelf life. Visual cues, such as a deep, uniform color and the distinctive metallic sound when tapped, guide the harvest. In India, the primary harvest season spans from September to February, while in the Mediterranean and California, it runs from August to November. Average yields in well-managed orchards range from 15 to 20 tons per hectare, with some records exceeding 30 tons. Post-harvest handling is where much of the magic, and unfortunately much of the loss, occurs. Pomegranates are sensitive to bruising and rough handling, which can cause internal cracking and fungal infections. Fruits are hand-picked using sharp secateurs, leaving a small piece of stem attached to prevent aril damage. After harvest, fruits are sorted by size, color, and freedom from defects. Grading standards are strict. Export-quality fruits must be blemish-free, at least 250 grams in weight, and have a thick unbroken rind. Washing in chlorinated water removes field dirt and surface pathogens, reducing post-harvest decay. The fruits are then dried in the shade to prevent sunburn, after which they're packed in ventilated cartons lined with soft materials to cushion against impact. Proper storage at 5 degrees to 7 degrees Celsius and 90% relative humidity can extend shelf life to over 2 months, enabling export to distant markets. Still, according to the Food and Agriculture Organization, post-harvest losses in pomegranates can reach up to 30% in some regions. A stark reminder of the need for improved handling practices. Processing pomegranates unlocks their full nutritional and economic potential. The arils, those glistening, jewel-like sacs, are painstakingly separated by hand or with specialized machines, a process that preserves their integrity and minimizes juice loss. For juice production, arils are cold-pressed or gently crushed, yielding a vibrant, tangy liquid rich in polyphenols, anthocyanins, and vitamin C. A single glass of fresh pomegranate juice provides more than 40% of the recommended daily vitamin C intake, along with potent anti-inflammatory compounds that have been shown in clinical studies to lower blood pressure, reduce cholesterol, and even slow the progression of certain cancers. Beyond juice, pomegranates are transformed into a dazzling array of products: molasses, jams, syrups, and even supplements. In Iran, pomegranate molasses is a culinary staple, lending its sweet-sour complexity to stews and marinades. In the United States, demand for pomegranate extract in nutraceuticals and cosmetics is booming, driven by scientific research linking its antioxidants to improved skin health and anti-aging effects. Processing innovations are making waves. In India, fully automated aril extraction lines can process up to 5 tons of fruit per hour, reducing labor costs by 60% and minimizing microbial contamination. Cold chain logistics, refrigerated storage and transport, preserve the delicate arils for export, reaching markets in Europe, the Middle East, and North America within days of harvest. According to the Agricultural and Processed Food Products Export Development Authority, India exported more than 60,000 tons of fresh pomegranate in 2022, earning over $100 million in foreign exchange. But the story doesn't end with the fruit. Pomegranate peel and seeds, once considered waste, are now valuable byproducts. The peel, rich in tannins and polyphenols, is processed into natural food colorants, animal feed, and even biodegradable packaging materials. The seeds are pressed for oil, prized in the cosmetics industry for its high punicic acid content, which boasts anti-inflammatory and skin-rejuvenating properties. This shift towards zero-waste processing not only enhances profitability, but also addresses mounting environmental concerns. The economic and health impact of pomegranates is profound. On the global stage, the pomegranate market was valued at over $8 billion in 2023, with projections to reach $10.5 billion by 2028, driven by health-conscious consumers and expanding export opportunities. In rural communities, especially in India and Iran, pomegranate cultivation provides livelihoods for millions, empowering smallholder farmers with a high-value, drought-resistant crop. Yet challenges remain. Climate change threatens traditional growing regions with unpredictable weather, water scarcity, and new pest pressures. Scientists are racing to develop climate-resilient varieties, like the Super Bagua in India, that can withstand higher temperatures and resist emerging diseases. Precision agriculture, using drones and remote sensors, enables real-time monitoring of irrigation, soil health, and pest populations, optimizing inputs and minimizing losses. Education and training are key. Farmer field schools, government extension services, and public-private partnerships are disseminating best practices, from soil testing and drip irrigation installation to integrated pest management and post-harvest technology. In Maharashtra, India's pomegranate heartland, these interventions have doubled average yields and slashed post-harvest losses, transforming the region into a global export powerhouse. The future of pomegranate farming is bright, but it demands a holistic approach, one that honors tradition while embracing innovation, integrates sustainable practices, and values every part of the fruit. As consumers become more aware of food waste and environmental impact, the ability to produce, process, and deliver perfect pomegranates to the market is a mark of agricultural excellence. So the next time you crack open a pomegranate and marvel at its glistening seeds, remember the journey it has taken, from the orchard to your table. Behind every fruit lies a symphony of science, hard work, and ingenuity, ensuring that the ancient symbol of abundance continues to nourish and inspire us. With careful cultivation, smart technology, and a commitment to zero waste, we can ensure that not a single seed of this extraordinary fruit is lost, and that the legacy of the pomegranate endures for generations to come.